And today, my speech is going to be on rehabilitation for nonviolent drug offenders. So, let's start off with thinking about if an HIV patient was buying their medicine off the streets from illegally and they go to jail for that. That doesn't seem real fair because that HIV patient is just trying to stay alive and they can't get it in the store, or it's cheaper on the streets, or can't go to a doctor. They think that's the only way to get it. Or if a diabetic was to embezzle money to pay for their medication because they thought that was the only way that they were going to be able to get that life-saving medication. And it wouldn't be very fair to put them in jail if they legitimately thought that was the only way that their only option. So for drug addicts, addiction is a disease, and it affects their brain in a way to where they think that is the only option. In their mind, there is no other option than obtaining that drug, doing that drug, and it starts a vicious cycle that it really could never end. So rehabilitation for nonviolent drug offenders is very important because it can reduce recidivism and address mental health issues, and it can teach them new life skills, which is very important. So in the reducing recidivism, drug court is a major program that is helping with this to keep people out of prisons. They go to drug court, which is a court-related program where they're supervised, and they learn these skills. They do go to classes and do all these things. And it has shown to reduce recidivism by 26 to 38%. And that's huge. And so, of the nearly 7 million people that are incarcerated right now, half of them meet the criteria for substance use disorder. And that is the U.S. Department of Justice that came out with that study. So I think that's a reason right there to rehab the drug offenders rather than send them to prison. But let's talk about mental health. How about addressing their mental health issues that they might not even know they have? Anxiety, depression, trauma, PTSD. These are all reasons that people do drugs, is to deal with their brain that they don't know how to control because maybe they haven't had an option of going to see a mental health professional, being on some medication. And maybe they had some trauma happen to them when they were younger that they have not got to deal with yet. And so seeing a licensed therapist in these rehabilitation programs is huge, huge benefit. And the third thing that I'm going to talk about is life skills. And life skills are effective communication. They are anger management. Life skills are whole person and wellness. It's teaching you your physical, emotional, environmental, financial wellness. And going over all those things. Financial wellness is managing your money. It's interviewing for a job. How do you interview for a job? What do you put on your resume if you do have these drug charges? Just all these little things that most people that have never had to deal with this don't think about because it's just normal to them. But for people that are in the court systems, it's a big deal. And for them to ask for help, it is near impossible because they don't know that help is out there for them. And so life skills give them the confidence to live a productive life in society they previously would not have had a chance to live. So rehabilitating nonviolent drug offenders reduces recidivism, addresses mental health, and gives them life skills that they can use to be productive members of society. And by reducing this, it'll reduce taxpayers' money because it's going to reduce the numbers of people in prisons. And so that's going to save taxpayers' money. Everybody likes to save money. That works. And addressing the mental health issues of offenders, we're getting closer to the root cause of their substance abuse. And so we can really help them break that cycle of their family generational curses of substance abuse. So just to close here, by offering rehabilitation programs to nonviolent drug offenders, will reduce recidivism, address mental health, give them life skills. And it's hard to believe that once a person goes to jail, that going back isn't such a big deal to them. And so we would definitely want to break them of that. And it's about breaking the cycle and giving opportunities to the open-minded.